The feline analysts huddled around the fishbowl, recording every movement in their ledgers to calculate the perfect. But when the gold CNP coins finally arrived, the big boss stood tall, hoarding the plate. The crowd looked up, realizing that while they tracked the data, he controlled the treasury.
Hi everyone, welcome to Unscripted Coding. Today I want to show off what I've been working on during the holiday break, and it is a combination of a couple of tools I've built, so this wasn't truly from scratch. Um, Very simply, I am trying to generate videos with AI tools, with classic Python scripts, and getting them all together because there is, frankly, a very lucrative market out there right now still for churning out AI slop, frankly. So, I'll show you kind of the steps that I have built within here. I have a very short script here that I've set together. I'm going to pick a random voice here, and this is using Gemini Flash TTS. And this will take just 10-20 seconds or so to generate, but this is a short, very short script. In theory, I could be putting 1,000 words or 1,500 word long scripts, but for now, let's keep it short so I can demo it very quickly. Now, normally I have a couple of external prompts I have. I'll keep them secret, but basically, how do I generate this script? A link to AI Studio to get them up. But now we have our audio. So that's step one.
The feline analysts huddled around the fishbowl.
Now, what's nice is I'm also running something called CTC forced alignment. This will give the timing for every single word that is being said. This is a classic machine learning model. It's not AI, but it is still using many of the same kind of training techniques and so on. You can find it off Hugging Face. From there, I'm going to go into video settings, and I am going to just move two images in here. Hope that works. Okay, I guess So I will drag two images in here. And that looks good. And I could set the video settings. I'm just gonna bump up the subtitles. 5 seconds is fine. We can pick something more interesting than Arial. I have no clue what this Palatino linotype is. So what I can do is preview how the subtitles look. And so if I just zoom in here, that looks quite okay actually. So I'm just gonna go ahead, maybe move it to the top. That looks better, a little bit better. All right, I'm not gonna fiddle with this too much. You can imagine you could choose the colors, you can move the subtitle position a little bit, but here, this is a trick. We're going to create timings for when the two images are going to show up. And again, if you have 1,000 or 1,500 word long videos, you might want more than two images. But here, what's nice is I could choose exactly where it will make it it will switch over. So here, you know what, at 8.4 seconds, this is where the break makes sense. And I can choose the transition too. So here, I'm just going to fade out as well. And let's create the video. This will take a little bit. Last time for a 20-second video, it was about 5 times the speed. Oh, and I can see I'm lagging. So I'll come back once it's done. And I'm back. I zoomed in, of course, so you can look at the video here. 22 seconds in the end. It took about 3 minutes to generate this video. It seems a bit long, so I will be asking AI to see if there are ways for me to make it more efficient. But in the meantime, here's the results.
The feline analysts huddled around the fishbowl, recording every movement in their ledgers to calculate the perfect. But when
But
the
when the
gold
gold
CNP
CNP
coins
coins
finally
finally
arrived,
arrived,
the
the
big
big
boss
boss
stood
stood
tall.
tall.
So you can see that it's automatically generating text that is right in the video. I can separately create subtitle files, but because I was aiming for longer form text-based videos, this was critically important that we have subtitles hard-coded into the footage and we can move from image to image to image. Now you might be wondering, why am I not just using AI to generate videos from scratch? We now have VO and other Sora and other models that can just generate video. And really, there's two reasons. One, it is expensive. And two, they're still kind of in that realm of not looking quite right. I'm sure that'll change soon enough. And so maybe I can start stitching 15, 20-second videos together. But because they're costly, because they don't look right, these kind of montages seem to make sense to me still.
Hoarding
Hoarding
Oops. Uh,
the
the
plate.
plate.
The
The
crowd
crowd
looked
looked
up,
up,
realized
realized
And then finally, I just have a couple basic things. So here we can throw in a description and it'll throw out the metadata. And finally, I really like this thumbnail generator. I didn't even change it before, but it's much quicker for me to throw an image in and say cat story by Hanson and adjust it in certain ways. Right now, oh, I should probably change this so I can change the font color. I didn't realize that white was the only option, but it's much quicker than opening Photoshop. So the idea is, how quickly can you get these videos generated and pushed out onto Instagram, TikTok, and whatever to monetize. Anyways, you might be wondering, how do you build something like this? Well, let's talk about the thumbnail generator, for example, and the YouTube description. This was just a gem in Gemini. So I just have a long prompt. I threw it in here and asked it to create a step within. Thumbnail generator, this I created in Gemini way back when in on Canvas. So this is one in which it's just embedding an HTML file from long ago. But these steps were all done in Gemini, not Gemini, Google Anti-Gravity. And you can see that I have these long conversations with them going, how do I improve the boot up time? Because boot up was a bit problematic. So it suggested different options, and I was selecting them along the way. And as I built this up over the last few days, I started to add more steps into it. So for example, originally I only had to generate audio and the video. And then I started fiddling with the timing settings because originally it was, if you have two images, it just made the swap in the middle. And so this image timing was quite important as well for me to be able to thematically suggest where the images break and when should I swap them out. And then I started just adding different pieces so that in the future I don't have, 5, 6, 10 different links to go to. Instead, I have one single suite for generating these videos. I just follow step 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in theory, I can even pass this on to someone else to just follow the steps. Um, I'm just going to wrap this up by saying I think this is going to change lots and lots and lots of jobs. If you think about what you do as a workflow, I have done these videos in the past for fun for myself. Um, and these were all separate. But now, as I think through how do I build it, what is the slow parts, what is the parts I don't enjoy, how do I offload it to AI, I can start thinking about how to build a tool like this. And it doesn't have to be video generation, it can be something else. You can do the same thing with audio. You can do splicing different audio pieces together. You can splice different text and just think through what is it I normally do step 0, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. What is it I'm trying to do along the way? And just have those conversations with anti-gravity or Cloud Code or any of them and start building it out. Uh, I really think the last month or so with Claude Opus, suddenly all these tools have gone way, way, way better. This would have taken a lot of effort 2, 3 years ago, but right now, this image timing thing was done almost instantaneously. So really worthwhile to play around, to think about how you would split this up, and then I guess I can always make this prettier and better. But the key for me right now is how do I cut down on the 2, 3 minute generation, because that's quite long for 22 seconds of video. So I'm going to see if AI has ways to suggest using the GPU more, trying to offload and be more efficient throughout. So thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll see one of these videos on your YouTube feed soon enough. Bye.